Yo, it's your boy Smoke Bath the video. Today's video, we're going to be doing power rankings of every single NFL team right before the season starts. Now, when this gets posted, the first game will be probably being played right around when this gets posted. So, obviously, the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles is the first matchup we got on the year. And I'm excited for it, but obviously the outcome we won't know. So, this is before the first game gets played. But yeah, that's why, if you were watching this and the game's already been played, that's why. Also, I just want to quickly say, if you guys are interested in listening to a NFL and NHL podcast, me and two good buddies have started one up, and I'll link that down below in the description. All right, starting off the power rankings before week 1. 32, we got the New Orleans Saints. They are a dumpster fire still. They really only have Chris Olave and Alvin Kamara. That's about it. Spencer Rattler was named the starting quarterback. Cleveland Browns, also the QB situation's a massive question mark. Shedeur Sanders might earn some starts, but right now Joe Flacco is the starter, and they just don't have a lot of talent on their roster. I mean, the defense isn't bad, but just not a whole lot of talent on their roster. Carolina Panthers, 30. I mean, they could easily be higher if Bryce Young really started to figure it out, but I mean, a lot of question marks on their team as well. Indianapolis Colts at 29. Anthony Richardson is getting benched for the beginning of the year, and they're starting Daniel Jones. So Daniel Jones being your starting quarterback is not ideal. I know Anthony Richardson definitely had some moments where I was like, oh, this guy is horrible. But they're just putting him on a super short leash. I don't think they're letting him develop like at all. So yeah, the Colts are going to be 29. Now 28 through 25. 28, I got the New York Giants. I think they will actually improve themselves later in the year once they have Jackson Dart playing. Because, I mean, I'm really high on that kid. I think he's going to be really good. But as of right now, I believe they're going to start Russell Wilson week 1. So, and I don't think Russell Wilson's horrible. I think he's a little bit overhated. But, I mean, he's not great, and I would much rather have Jackson Dart. And 27 is going to be the Tennessee Titans. The number 1 overall draft pick, Cam Ward. I mean, he could turn things around, but it's probably highly unlikely because they have a not special offensive line. They don't have many playmakers. The running back room is solid. I'll give them that. But other than that, not much is in Tennessee, unfortunately. Las Vegas Raiders. Now, this one's kind of weird. They do have potential to have some new playmakers. Dante Thornton had a really good preseason. Ashton Genty, obviously. He's supposed to be a generational talent. And Brock Bowers just had an amazing year. Probably the best year we've ever seen from a rookie tight end ever. So if he even develops more, like, this guy's going to be an absolute stud. I mean, that's 3 solid playmakers they will have on offense, and plus Amari Cooper's coming back, and they got Geno Smith in the traded third-round pick for Geno Smith. So Raiders could be special, but probably not. 25, we got the Miami Dolphins. They didn't do a whole lot besides get Minka Fitzpatrick back, but they also traded Jalen Ramsey, so Dolphins are going to be at 25. 24, we got the New York Jets. Now, they just basically switched their quarterback with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got rid of Aaron Rodgers for Justin Fields, even though it was just through free agency. But I like the Jets. I like Garrett Wilson. I like Sauce Gardner. Now, the only thing is they do play in a tough division. And I also like the Patriots, who I put 23. I like the Patriots a lot. I think Drake May is going to shine. Stephon Diggs is going to help him out. He's actually going to have a solid receiving core this time. I think Kyle Williams is going to be good. And I like Jared Wilson, the center from Georgia. They drafted in the 5th round. That was one of the biggest steals in the draft. And then obviously their number 1 pick, or their first-round pick, Will Campbell. That guy is an absolute beast. So, yes, I'm expecting a big year from Drake May. 22, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They didn't do a whole lot, to be honest, besides get Travis Hunter. And that has room to be an amazing, amazing move. But Travis Hunter, there's just a lot of uncertainty there. Will he play defense? Will he play offense? Obviously, he's going to play both, but you got to play the majority of one position. So I have a feeling they'll probably put him at defense, if more than anything. But I still think he'll be pretty valuable for his team. Number 20, I got the Atlanta Falcons. I am not a big believer in Michael Penix. Is he bad? No, but I don't think he's going to be great. Now, I know you're like, oh, why are you judging a guy after only playing 3 or 4 games in the NFL? I mean, I'm not. He easily could come back and be good, but we have not seen anything good from him, and he's had injury problems in college, and I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of him. I'm also not a big fan of Drake London. I think Drake London's a tad overrated. I do like Bijan Robinson, though. I will say that. Bijan Robinson is definitely a stud. But yeah, the Falcons, they also lost Drew Dalman, their best offensive lineman. So I don't think the Falcons will be that great. 19, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got Aaron Rodgers coming in, and then they got Jalen Ramsey. They got DK Metcalf, but also got rid of George Pickens. They gave TJ Watt a big payday. I would say they slightly improved during the offseason, but not much, just because it's like, yeah, you got DK Metcalf, but then you lost your wide receiver too. So it's like you just barely did anything, to be honest. So Steelers will probably stay around the same range. I mean, that's around where they finished last year. I think the last year they finished 16, so it's only 3 spots below. But still, 18, I got the Seattle Seahawks. They got Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp. I think they're still going to be kind of mid, though. I don't really see them improving a whole lot, even with that. 17 is going to be the San Francisco 49ers, and these guys literally lost just about everybody in free agency. Brutal. They lost Deebo Samuel. Literally, I think they lost at least 5 starters on their defense. So it was a rough offseason for the 49ers. I wouldn't be shocked if they missed playoffs again. Number 16, I got the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, they lost Micah Parsons, but they still have a talented roster. I mean, losing Micah Parsons is a big blow, but they do have Kenny Clark, which, I mean, obviously he's not on Micah Parsons' level, but he's still good. And obviously Dak Prescott, when healthy, he's a good quarterback. CeeDee Lamb's going to be really good, obviously. So they got pieces, Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland as well, but yeah, losing Micah Parsons was a pretty big blow. 15, I got the Chicago Bears. I love the offseason they had. They rebuild their offensive line with Drew Dalman and Joe Thuney. So I feel like that's going to be very, very impressive. Also, they had a really good draft. 14, I got the Minnesota Vikings. They really didn't do a whole lot besides lose Sam Darnold, and now they're going to be starting J.J. McCarthy. So Vikings fans, they better be hoping J.J. McCarthy is solid because they got some pieces to win now. Because obviously when you have Justin Jefferson on your team, I think you can always be a contender no matter what the supporting cast is looking like. Because if you have Justin Jefferson, you have a pretty good chance of winning a football game. That's how good he is. Number 13 is the Los Angeles Chargers. I actually liked a lot of what they did. Mekhi Becton signing the Marion Hampton in the draft and Najee Harris and getting Trey Harris. Very, very good offseason for the Chargers. So 12 through 9 is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals at 12. I know a lot of people probably will disagree with that, but hear me out. They have a talented roster. They are a good team. And did they miss playoffs? Yes. Did they miss playoffs mainly because of their defense? Yes. So obviously defense comes into the power rankings, but I think that was not a fluke, but I don't think they'll be that bad again. I think they'll step it up a little bit. So that is why I did that. They also drafted Shamir Stewart, edge rusher, and they also got Trey Hendrickson back under contract now. 11, I got the Los Angeles Rams. They're going to be really good, obviously, with getting Devontae Adams and Poona Ford. Pretty good additions there. And they were competing last year. I don't see why they wouldn't do anything different. 10, I got the Houston Texans. They are great at every single position group besides offensive line. Their offensive line is probably bottom 5 in the NFL. Number 9, I got the Washington Commanders. A lot of people think they'd be a lot higher considering they'd be in the NFC Championship, but I think they need to prove a little bit more after just doing 1 year of good work in the NFC. But, I mean, they are a great group of kids. Obviously, with Jaden Daniels, they got a young core there. All right, and in the number 8, I got the Denver Broncos. Really, really good offseason for their defense. Oh, my God. They just did so much. Dre Greenlaw. They got Talise Hufanga. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I know it's one of those. I always butcher it, but yes, he's a really good safety. And they also got Dre Greenlaw, which was a really, really good signing. So, and I just think the Broncos are just going to tear things up. They also got R.J. Harvey, J.K. Dobbins as well. They just did quite a bit of things. They could have went and got another receiver maybe. That is the only thing I will say. But other than that, pretty good offseason. And I already liked them before the offseason. So looking pretty good for the Broncos. Number 7, got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, the Buccaneers are going to be pretty good, but they're going to be dealing with a Chris Godwin injury for the first month of the year, so that will probably affect them a little bit. They did draft Emeka Ibuka, so hopefully he will help out the Buccaneers. Number 6, I got the Green Bay Packers, and they probably would have only been around the 10 or 9 range before the Micah Parsons trade, but obviously that is a massive, massive addition to your team. You get one of the best edge rushers in the entire league, so I'm going to put him at the 6th spot. Number 5, I got the Detroit Lions. They, even despite losing Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, I think they will still perform. Now, 4 through 1. 4, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that's a pretty fair rating. I think even Chiefs fans would agree that the last 2 years haven't been great statistic-wise for Mahomes and Kelsey and just the Chiefs in general. But I think they would, despite that, obviously, since Mahomes and Kelsey are so good, it's been a lot better years than other people. 3, the Buffalo Bills. That's also pretty fair in my opinion. The Buffalo Bills are one of the better teams in the league always, but they haven't quite been able to be the best yet, as Josh Allen is still seeking his first Super Bowl. And I like the Joey Bosa signing a lot. Number 2, the Baltimore Ravens. Their position group is absolutely stacked everywhere. They got Lamar Jackson, who's going to be seeking his 3rd MVP coming into the season, and he's not even 28 years old yet. So, absolutely crazy there. They got Jair Alexander. Derrick Henry as well. The Ravens are absolutely stacked. And number 1, I think it's only fair it goes to the Super Bowl champs until they prove they are not the kings of the NFL anymore. You got to give it to the Philadelphia Eagles, especially after they have lost essentially nobody on that team besides Milton Williams, I guess. But yeah, that is around the end of the video. So make sure you guys go ahead and check out that podcast I told you guys about below. It's called the Face Mask Podcast, and there'll be a link in the description. Posted our first 2 episodes. If you guys enjoy NFL and Madden 26 content, I highly recommend you guys leave a like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.